Hello and welcome back to Tea&Tarot. Today we're starting with a beautiful blue moon tea mix. Just wanted to show you this gorgeousness. It's got wonderful rose, chamomile, lavender, and blue pea powder. And oops, made a little mess. I decided that I was going to actually make it into a cold tea today. So I've got a little ice, and this has been steeping for a while. I actually made double. Since I had it on ice, I actually did double the recommended amount. I think they recommend something around a couple of teaspoons, and I did double that amount in my little Tiesta tea strainer here. Oh my gosh. It is gorgeous. Look at that blue purple color. Nice hot day. Delicious. That tea is so good. Oh, okay. So today, dearies, we're going to be working with some alchemy cards to start us off with. Maybe working with elemental and cosmic forces in our card reading will help us get a larger picture of what things are to be happening for us in the larger picture of things as we move through the cycle of this year. And so you see the top card, we have this wonderful flicker feather. It's just beautiful. That's not dyed. That's actually the feather color. We have some fluorite. And we have a blackbird skull. He died of natural causes, of course. Just a wonderful intact blackbird skull. So, if you want to take a few minutes and decide which group that you would like to go with today, you're of course always welcome to do all three. Yeah, take your time, and then we'll get started. Okay, feathers. I just called you feathers. Flickers. Aw, little feather flickers. So this is a beautiful feather. Like I was saying about the flicker. Flickers are really, really good flyers. And as they're flying, they kind of do this little dip, this fall and rise when they fly. And you'll also hear them. They have beautiful voices, those flickers. And they're always kind of, they're always kind of pecking away at something. So flickers traditionally in a lot of folklore have to do with new growth, maybe something awakening in the heart. So that might be something that calls to you. Okay, let's see what we've got. Right. Ooh, the resin card. Well, resin, as we all know, is something, like when I think of resin, I think of healing properties. I also think of things getting kind of frozen in time. Things get captured in resin. You know, they've found ancient creatures that have been captured inside of resin. So maybe there's something that you've been doing or dealing with for quite some time, and that might be coming out during this time period for you. But we're just going to put this to the side and see what else we might have to say. Okay. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's make that one over here 4. Let's see what we've got, shall we? All right. We have the Page of Swords. This card has been servicing in several spreads lately, so kind of interesting. That keeps popping up. Sometimes they do that, these cards. 4 of Wands. Ooh, they look like they're having a good time. Ooh, the World. This is a lovely version of the World. Look at those alchemical symbols, and even like the seed of life is behind them in this lovely Ouroboros surrounding. Looks like a threshold. A threshold. We do like thresholds. Ooh, and the Ace of Cups. Ah, dear Flicker group. That's a wonderful card to get with that Flicker feather. All of it is, really. Let's see. What do we have here? All right, the Page of Swords. Well, this card, it's a wonderful rendition of the card. It's definitely a card of intellectual pursuits. It's a card of, someone who is definitely dedicating themselves in a very rigorous way. Check them out. They are like tiptoeing across this thin little reed that's going across a big waterfall while birds dance, reading a book, holding the light bulbs. I would say this card also speaks to keeping that light of curiosity alive in you. With the other cards, however, it could be... let's see. It's paired right next to the Four of Wands. Celebrate good times, come on. Okay, no more singing. However, this is the card of celebration. This is the card telling you that call your friends, get your dancing clothes on, because you need to be celebrating. Such a wonderful, fun card. It's got a lot of energy to it. And, interestingly enough, it comes like right after this very intense time of knowledge, curiosity, intellectual pursuit. And that is followed by the World, which is a card of completion. It's the last card in the major arcana, and really speaks to a completion of something, success in something. So I'm saying all three cards, all of these three lovely cards together kind of swirl in their alchemical way. And they're speaking of a completion of, I'd say, some kind of intellectual pursuit and or education or certification program, and or spiritual, some sort of spiritual milestone. There is a milestone here, and you've gotten there. And the cards, the universe through the cards are really, something's telling you, call your friends. It's time to go out. You've been really, really kind of going at this in a way that is almost dogmatic, not taking a break, really turned on by what you've been doing. And now it's time to celebrate your successes, because maybe you've reached a level, you have leveled up somehow. And in that level, there needs to be a recognition. And I really believe that dancing is a form of gratitude. Celebration is a form of gratitude. You are letting the energies of the cosmos flow through you. So, yes, dear flickers, dear flicker flicker feather group. It's a little hard to say. It's time to celebrate. And this lovely Ace of Cups that's hanging out here at the end, there is something new definitely coming in for you, and that's going to be a new connection, a new emotional connection. It could be friendship. I'm not saying the L word, I'm not saying love. However, it could be that there is this love connection that's coming in for you, because you are actually making space for it. You're laying down your books for a bit, and you're making space for love. And that's not going to happen unless you do some letting go. I'm encouraging a little bit of debauchery, I think. Don't quote me on that, however. Okay, so I'm going to grab another deck here, and we're going to see what else, woohoo, this spread might have to tell us. I've got a little Lenormand. I love to mix the Lenormand deck with the oracles, and also the tarot. Let's see what we've got here. Just pick a few. Okay. Yeah, well, let's just get the top card here. It's kind of sticking out. And I'm going to get one from the bottom. I'm going to get one from the middle. And I'm going to get one from the very top. All right, let's see what we got. The garden. Look at those kids playing. Very social. The book. The stork. Ooh. And the cross. Okay. All right. So the garden. The garden is, I would say, is a great card to get impaired in with this Four of Wands up here. So it deals with the public realm of things, a community, a group. I feel like it's speaking directly to this kind of reaching for this friend group to kind of help you loosen up and let go, because you have had an extreme burden with this all. There has been a burden happening on you. You have felt it. We all feel it, right? When you dedicate yourself to something, when your curiosity is so insatiable and you get really into something, then whoa, watch out. Because very quickly that curiosity, those burning bulbs, can turn into some burden for you. It might become your cross to bear. That is followed in the center here, in the middle. I tend to read the Lenormand that the middle cards are the core of things and the outline cards are aspects of that. So I would say that, going on a diagonal here, that this intellectual pursuit, again, has been very cumbersome for you. Especially recently, you might be finishing up, and as we finish something, sometimes those last pieces, it might be a dissertation, I don't know, but some of those last pieces of things, whew, they can be doozies. And then on a diagonal, the Four of Wands, speaking about community. Now, the book also is revealing a lot of knowledge and revealing things, those kind of educational pursuits again. However, this stork is speaking directly to coming into something new. The stork is the card of transformation, wonderful card to get in an alchemy inspired spread, because the stork is a card of change. And if you could see this particular stork has a little baby in his beak, flying away with a little baby. A new beginning, a new something, because you've made space for yourself, for that new something, that new emotional connection to come on in. It's going to come rolling on in. So yeah, I won't sing again, I promise, but it's time to celebrate. All right. Just a couple more cards just to finish us off here. Now, I just feel like there's one more row missing. This is going to be a long one. I knew it when I started out tonight. This is definitely, I was feeling it. That moon in Sagittarius. I was like, Sag moon. I know what that means. Okay, here we go. We've got the magic stream. Oh my gosh. Look at that, y'all. It could be an egret, but I am saying that this looks very much like a stork. We've got two white long-legged birds. Woof. It's great. So we've got the magic stream. We've got the magic prayer. Again, this card has come up a couple of times recently. And we have got moonlight. Oh my goodness. Oh, flickers. These are lovely, lovely, lovely cards. Okay, so we've got magic stream. magic stream. Oof. You know, ideas and well, everything really, not just ideas, everything is in this pool, right? The collective consciousness. It's this stream of all that is that we can tap into. And I'd say by pulling this card at the end, it's for you to know that you, just a nudge, just a reminder, a little reminder that this magic stream is just, you can come, you can fly. Maybe your stork and its new beginning is coming and to this magic stream and dipping into the magic stream for a little sip. All of the creativity that is and was, all the images, all of the dreams, all of the ideas, everything is in the stream. And all we have to do is tap into it. And then also remembering that, as you know, this says magic prayers. It could say magic spells. It could say giving gratitude. It could say remember that your words hold power. And when you focus with intention, that magic is available to you, and you have the power to manifest. You just have to ask for it. You have to ask the divine for it, and it will manifest. And moonlight is a reminder. I just love this card. It's so beautiful. It's a reminder to act intuitively. I would say that perhaps with this intellectual pursuit, you have been in a certain mindset that keeps you in a linear pattern, making very practical decisions. And this card, dear flickers, this card is reminding you that you need to let go of that. It's time to let go, make space. Maybe you're going to dance. Jiggle it away so that you can make room for amazing heart connections that happen in an intuitive way. Heart connections are not something we can get to by logic. Okay? It's just not, you can't talk about the heart and logic in one, it's just not possible. And I am up for a debate on that. If anybody wants to debate me on that, I'm totally ready. However, I do believe in matters of the heart. It is up to us to act intuitively. So this little card is just a reminder. Great spread, dear Flicker Feather group. Just loving it. I can't wait. Somebody invite me to your party. I would love to celebrate with you. Okay. So just keep in mind to be open to letting something go in order to make room for something new and incredible to come in to your life. All right. Well, good luck on your journeys. And as always, I would love to hear comments below. I would love to hear how this may pertain to some kind of aspect or a part of your journey that you're on now. Okay, dear Fluorite group. So, fluorite is, if you work with stones at all, then fluorite is a great one for bringing about some order, dispelling chaos. Maybe you have some kind of chaos in your life, whether it's, physical chaos or mental chaos. We all deal with it. Ooh, chaos. So fluorite is a great stone for bringing order to that chaos. I don't know if that speaks to you, but maybe. I'm going to just put it right up here. And let's put it right down here. There we go. Let's get started. Ooh, you have the Alchemy card that is Mars. Oh my. So Mars, what can I say? With Mars by your side, you can feel free to be assertive in the world. Mars has no fear. It can help you if you're feeling like you're not heard. Mars is a wonderful, wonderful cosmic energy to work with. A little bit of flame, a little bit of fire to spark things. It's a very strong card. However, I would just say you must be careful with your dosage. Just think about it. A little dab will do you sometimes where darling Mars is concerned. We're going to put Mars right over here. And we're going to grab another deck. Let's get some info, shall we? Okay. Lightseer's deck. Many of you know it. If you don't know it, I highly suggest it. It is an absolute beautiful deck. Of course, all of the decks that I use are linked in the notes. Whoa. Things are just jumping out all over the place today. Okay. Oh my goodness. 1, 2. Oh my gosh. 3 and a 4. All right. So messy. Let's clean house a little bit here. We must bring order to the chaos. Ha ha ha. Thank you, Fluorite. Let's see what we got. Oh my, the Knight of Pentacles. The Two of Swords. The World card. I kid you not, Mars group. The World card came up in the last spread at the exact same position. I am going to encourage all of you to go back and watch that because I kid you not, it happened right here. It's right there. Ha! And then we've got the Four of Wands. I'm laughing because the Four of Wands also showed up in the last spread. I feel like, oh, okay, we're just going to leave it at that. And yeah, this is a good reading. Okay, so the tree, whatever situation is happening here for you, I would say, I usually read in the Lenormand, I'll usually read the Sidra cards as the signifiers, and then the outline cards as aspects of what is happening, or ways of describing, of course, the situation. So the gentleman, of course, it's just as it sounds. In a Lenormand deck, there are 2 cards. There are that usually represent the person asking, and or other people in their life. So there is a male presenting person that has shown up here in the deck, and it's right beside the fox. Now, traditionally, a fox can be read. It can be read a couple of different ways. In this particular reading, I'm going to say that the fox is it is asking you to be a little bit sneaky here. Okay, a little bit sneaky because you got to get away from something. There is something that you really need to stand up, to use your voice about, and to make a break and trailblaze out of there your own way. A fox could be very shifty only in the way of, like, in nature. A fox has to be very careful when hunting, correct? And it's a solo animal. So, and it's also, by doing that, is a form of self-care. Like, getting away from whatever is going to be a form of self-care for you. A form of really taking care of yourself. Okay. And I feel like that's a very important message for you in this spread. And then on the other side, we have this prince, this gentleman, this male presenting human being that has shown up, that has these traits of a prince-like, however you would see that in a fairy tale way. Sometimes princes are assholes. I mean, it's so true. Other times they're very stoic. Other times they're very, there's lots of tales of 3 princes, and the youngest prince is always the one that is chivalrous and is the one that actually does the sacrifice to help get somebody out of a situation. This might be the same person. I'm not for sure about that. However, there's a couple of people swirling around here. So whatever you've got yourself into, dear Mars group, I am saying maybe you need to take some time, get out of there, go your own path for a little while and heal up. Okay, get strong, sink your roots in and heal up. And I'm showing that this definitely is a new beginning for you. So as you're coming out of this situation, you know, the stork is a great card of change. It brings change. And if you can see, it got a little baby there. Oof, oof, oof. The stork's carrying the baby there. And maybe you're just headed off. It's flying away from the spread. Okay, so, and the fact that the gentleman is right beside of the stork, kind of toasting the stork. Maybe there's a farewell happening. Maybe this is about a relationship. Dare I say it? All right, we're gonna get some more cards. Okay, let's just get the last bit here. Okay. All right, that was easy. We're doing very, very large spreads tonight. All right, we're gonna use some of the order here. Gonna push all this up so we can get everybody on. There we go. Okay, what do we got left? All right. The Sacred Pool. Magical Map Shifter. Wow. Look at that. And Ride the Wave. These are awesome cards to finish the spread with. Oh, I love it. Okay, so with the Sacred Pool. So the Sacred Pool is about some inquiry, self-inquiry and reflection. Maybe some reflection is needed after you're breaking away from something, just to realize how absolutely sacred things are. Life is sacred. Life is magical. So, dears, so are you. You also are sacred and magical. And by staring and seeing your reflection in the sacred pool, you're going to be able to realize that. I love this card. Magical Map Shifter. This card comes around when you need to pay attention to those that are crossing your path at this time. Maybe the Knight of Pentacles. Maybe. So paying attention to those who are coming into your journey at this time is essential, because those people have something to offer you. They're in your realm for a reason, and you need to open your eyes and to realize that they are there to help you out in some way, shape, or form. And then, dear Mars group, Ride the Wave. I love it. There's this little fairy creature on top of a dolphin. What kind of amazing ride would that be? I want to be a fairy creature riding on a dolphin. You know, the dolphin's that joyous, that jubilant energy, and then just riding that like it's this wave force that's coming through your life. It's not that you have to do anything to create that. It's just happening. It's happening. These forces are happening around us all the time. You just need to jump on, hold on, and ride that wave. So, dear Mars group, there you have it. I would love to see how this, or to hear about how this may be playing out in your life. Please leave me a comment below. And yeah, good luck on everything that's going on now, and good luck on your journey. Okay, dear Skull group. All right, Bone group. Maybe I call you the Bones. The Bones, the protective element, the things that keep us all together, the bone group. Okay. I'm going to put this lovely bird skull right over here, and let's get started. Oh, awesome. The Ouroboros. What an amazing card to get. I have to say, the Ouroboros has shown up, not in this particular iteration, this particular card set, but the Ouroboros has showed up in both other readings on different cards. I'm just saying, there is some like cosmic forces going on here. So, what a night. The Great Serpent, the Ouroboros. You know, really when you grab this card, you know that you have entered something very cosmic, very magical, you have entered the quantum realm of things, and all possibilities are, well, everything is possible. You don't know the limits. There's this cycle of transformation that is just, I mean, the snake is eating its tail, right? And there's all these things passing through it. There's all of these cycles that are happening. There's a lot of mythology and folklore about this image. And I would say that for a deeper dive, you should take a look at that. All right. But for now, we're going to get started. For the sake of time, we're going to get started here. So we're going to put the Ouroboros right over here and pick up a deck of cards. Let's see. What do we got here? Alrighty. Okay, we're going to get some tarot cards and see what this is all about. Look at this little ant. Look at this little guy. Ant. I would say that I would maybe look upon that as a bit of a sign. Ants are very industrious creatures. So keeping that in mind with, interestingly enough, you've got the skull, the bones. You've got the Ouroboros represented here with some bones, a skeleton. And then you've got this little ant. It's like, ooh, what's going on? Okay. Here we go. Let's get a couple more. Can I get one here? Oh, two came out. Okay. Alrighty. And here we go. We've got the Ace of Swords. The Six of Swords. Ooh, the Sun. Oh, and the Ace of Cups. This card came in the very same position for group number 1. Very same position. Amazing. That was a good spread too. You might want to go back and check it out. Okay, here we go. All right, so Bonesies, my Bones group. You have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords, beautiful card. You see this big spiral, like the golden mean coming out of the mind of this human, and then this illuminating light that just radiates from the center. This is your big aha moment. This is your moment. This is a moment of sheer genius. You have a good idea, or you have a realization that has come about and manifested for you. And that is followed directly by the Six of Swords, which is a wonderful card to follow it, because it's the card of transition, the card of timing, of right timing. This is a person on a boat, leaving something behind and going into this new exciting moment of creativity and of genius. Genius, dare I say, genius, dear Bonesies. And that is followed directly by the radiant light of the sun. Just a gorgeous card. Look at this person opening their heart, just beaming with positivity and illumination and exuberance and exuberant creativity. It's all just coming out. This is the yes card. So whatever you are thinking of, whatever that moment of genius, that aha moment is, yes, 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 yes. Did I say yes? Yes, 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 yes. And that is followed by the Ace of Cups, which, again, card in the same spot as another group. This is a card of new beginnings, of new connections, of new, dare I say, relationships. It is definitely a card of heart connection, and it's going to be something new. So whatever you're going through now, don't ignore that moment. If you think it's a stroke of genius, it's going to be a stroke of genius. Follow that. Leave whatever you're doing. Leave it. Go from it. Transition into where you know you need to be. And you're going to be filled with this positive, radiant energy that's going to bring about amazing new connections and community. This is the way it is. This is a good reading. Just lovely. All right, we're going to get another deck out. Lenormand deck. Give a little information. I'm going to pick 4 cards. Witta wada wada. Witta wada wada. You know, that's an official term. Wow. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to go with the top 4. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. What do we got going on? The moon. Clouds. Gentlemen. God, you guys have got to watch the other ones. There's so many repeating cards. And mice. Okay. All right. So whatever... What's going on here? So there's some stuff happening, okay? There's some things going on here that's making you a little bit insecure. And in the Lenormand deck, I'm going to say the exact same thing that I said for the other group because it had the same card in the exact same place. In the Lenormand deck, there's always a woman and a man, a male and a female represented. And I like to read them as male presenting and female presenting. A lot of times they have to do with the actual person that's getting the reading done. It represents them in some way, shape, or form, or an aspect of themselves. And so reading these 2 cards in the center, there's a cloudy situation happening with, I think, another human being. So you've got some cloudiness and confusion happening with this person in your life, okay? And that's going to dispel, and you're going to move on from having these fantasies that have clouded your judgment. The fantasies that clouded your judgment, as fantasies live to do. And that fantasy about that person, you're going to wake up from that, and you're going to be like, wait a minute. And you're going to have another thought occurring. Something that's going to take you away from this feeling of insecurity that's happening around this human being, or around this situation with this other human being. And that dearie, as soon as you clear that up, you're going to be transported out of there into your yes moment. Yes, 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 yes. And that yes moment, just saying yes to all of that and clearing this out, letting that cycle through and transform into something different. You're going to open yourself up to new relationships, new connections, new possibilities. Okay? We're going to finish this up with 4 little other cards. Not very little, they're actually bigger than those. Okay. Let's see. 4 other cards. Here's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. What do we have here? The Mountain. Magic Prayer. Also this came up, I think, in all 3 spreads. I am not kidding. Maybe just one. Oh, and Moonlight. Come together. Beautiful, beautiful way of ending. And I'm going to scoot these over. It's a little bit messy here. A little bit messy. So we're going to, let's bring some order. Order in the court. Okay, here we go. So the Mountain. The Mountain, dear Bonesies, that's what this mess is. Okay, this is your obstacle. And you might not feel like there's any way out right now. You're like, okay, we got some mess going on. You know, I can't stop thinking about this situation. I can't stop fantasizing about this person, whatever it may be. It's making you feel super insecure, and you are creating a mountain that you think is insurmountable. However, there's always a way through or over or around the mountain, okay? So clean this up, the obstacle, the mountain goes away. Magic prayers. Remember to ask the universe, ask the divine, whatever you like to call the magic. Ask the magic prayer. Ask and you shall receive, okay? Just remember that. If you need some help getting out of this, this could be your key. You know, go at it with love and gratitude, and this could be your key to help you stop fantasizing and to clear all this mess up. We just gotta woof, woof, sweep it away, clear it up. And we've got Moonlight. This is just a reminder card. I think it's not to go about things in a totally practical manner. Obviously, we're talking about the heart here. We're talking about a very intuitive process. Don't be thinking about this logistically, okay? Because where matters of the heart are concerned, logistics sometimes don't work. Most of the time don't work. It's just a thing. So remember, make some decisions intuitively. And you got 2 big old moons there. And then you've got Come Together. This is a beautiful card. It's all going to come together for you, dear Bonesies. It's all going to come together. You just gotta clear out your mess first. You gotta let this cycle through and become something different. And when you get that aha moment, when that aha moment comes to you, ride that wave and hop on your little boat and get out of there. Get out of there. Let it pull you into this new beautiful coming together, this new beautiful energy that's going to bring in something new and delicious. Delicious. Okay, dear Bonesies, if you would like to leave me a comment to see how this might be working out for you in your own life or situation, I would love to hear from you. And just drop me a line in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Good luck.